and welcome to Sidua Body's YouTube page. I'm the founder of Sidua Body, and this video today is how I effectively got rid of my hyperpigmentation. It's one of my most requested videos on our TikTok channel and via our email, so I just thought I'll just do a longer length video instead of trying to fit it all within this short attention span on these other apps. My hyperpigmentation started when I get flare-ups, so I suffer with body acne, I have eczema, and I get ingrown hairs sometimes, not as much as I used to, but I used to get a lot of ingrown hairs because I have PCOS and I have hair all over my body. Now, the worst hyperpigmentation I have ever had came after I had an allergic reaction May 2024. I was just so allergic to the pollen outside. I don't know what was in the pollen that year. I know a lot of people was going through the same thing, but the allergies were so bad. My face puffed up. My neck had rashes. Basically, my body from top to bottom, scalp to toenail, I had rashes and allergies and flare-ups all over my body. Once that went past, I went through something called post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, which if you don't know about, I'm going to do a separate in-depth video about post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. But it's essentially when your skin goes through some type of damage, whether that's through bumps, scratches, burns, itches, scars, just any type of damage. And to protect the skin basically makes too much melanin. So anything that happens, whether you're popping a spot or you've burnt yourself with hair straighteners, like up here, this was like an eczema rash that has now turned into like a little spot of hyperpigmentation, which is really annoying. You will get the PIH. Now, I know whenever you have hyperpigmentation, your first instinct is to throw all these acids and start over exfoliating, but that can actually make matters worse. The first thing you want to make sure is that your skin barrier is protected and repaired. Now, I do this, of course, we're a body care company. I do this by using our nourishing body products. I use our Secret Obsession Body Whip. It's a deeply hydrating emulsified body butter, which essentially means it's got waters, liquids, oils, and butters instead of just butters and oils like most body butters. Now, the great thing about using an emulsified body butter is that if you don't like the heavy feeling or you're not a fan of body butters, if you don't have chronic dry skin, this is usually enough because it moisturizes and it deeply hydrates. So it has ingredients such as rose water, oat extract, aloe vera extract, glycerin. Now, these things deeply nourish and hydrate the skin, meaning it's putting the water content back in the skin, which people who have eczema, dry skin, this is great at making sure that your skin is hydrated at a deeper level. It also moisturizes, so it's got butters, it's got liquids, so this is great for protecting and repairing the skin barrier and keeping in all of that moisture, all of that hydration that we just put in. I then go in with our Naughty Nights body oil. This body oil is literally like liquid gold. It's got 7 luxurious oils and it is heat processed in botanicals. So being processed in these botanicals, you get all of the extracts and all of the benefits from the rose, the lavender and the calendula. And then the 7 oils protect the skin barrier and it just creates a shield over your skin. So I do this for a couple of weeks until I see a little bit of an improvement. Now, the improvement can be things such as texture. Usually after my flare-ups, my skin is rough, it's rugged, it's flaky. It might not be itchy anymore, but it's just really flaky, really raised and just quite dry. Once I go in with this with a couple of weeks, my skin is a lot more softer, and this is the point where I start the exfoliation stage. Now, I also want to add that I'm always wearing sunscreen on my body, on my face. When it's summertime, when it's wintertime, I'm always having sunscreen on my face. And in the summer, when my legs are out, my chest is out, my arms are out, I will always have sunscreen on. This just helps prevent the UV rays from the sun damaging your skin further and creating even more hyperpigmentation. Going into the exfoliation and the hyperpigmentation tackling stage. Now, you should have been repairing your skin barrier for the last couple of weeks. Your skin should now feel plump, it should feel nourished, it shouldn't be itchy, it shouldn't be angry anymore. And this is the stage where you can now start to slowly introduce your acids and your exfoliants. So here at Sidua Body, we have got our Striptease Body Scrub. This is a body scrub that has been formulated to tackle multiple skin challenges at once. The reason why I did this is because as someone that has body acne, hyperpigmentation and ingrown hairs, that would have been 3 different products I would have to use throughout my shower routines, and keep it on top of my self-care, my life, my finances, my business, my friendship, my gym. It's just too much. So I was like, no. We need to actually create something where you can tackle multiple things at once. This has licorice root extract, which is a gentle ingredient and is great at tackling hyperpigmentation, especially with people who have melanin in their skin. It blocks the overproduction of melanin, it slowly and gently lightens the skin, and it is just great at keeping the skin nourished and plump. It also includes salicylic acid and willow bark extract, which is great at unclogging the pores. So if you have body acne, if you have strawberry legs, even if you have ingrown hairs, the salicylic acid is fantastic at getting into the pores and unclogging it. So if you have oily skin, clogged up skin, skin that's just a bit dull, or you just suffer with ingrown hairs quite a lot, this would be a great body scrub for you. It also contains sugar. Sugar is a natural hydrator, so it hydrates the skin whilst you're using it. And then the scrubbing motion helps with circulation, it helps reduce cellulite, and it overall just brightens dull skin. Like, even if you don't have no skin challenges and you're one of God's favorites, just incorporating a body scrub into your routine will just help brighten your skin generally and just make it softer, because you're sloughing away at the dead skin cells. So I did this 2 to 3 times a week religiously. I set reminders in my phone to remind me, okay, today is your everything shower. I've literally just finished doing my everything shower. That's why I've got the messy bun. Please excuse my messy bun. I would do my normal shower routine. I'd use my body wash. Then I'd use the scrub, lather around for like a minute or two to make sure it can actually penetrate my skin. And then I'd wash it off. Then I would go in with the skin barrier repair mode. As I said before, I would use our Secret Obsession body whip on damp skin. So I would step out the shower and I just pat myself with a towel just to remove excess water, any drops of water. I'll just slather the body whip all over my body. A little goes a long way, especially if your skin is damp, because the water will carry it across your skin. I still have my glow. I think I creamed and showered about half an hour ago and it's still on my body. So this is just to show you how long lasting these products are. Just some side pointers as well, because I think hyperpigmentation is such a difficult thing to tackle if the root cause is still there. So mine was caused by allergies, and unfortunately I can't avoid grass, I can't avoid pollution. But what I did was I took it upon myself to make sure I had an air purifier, especially in the summer or springtime. I will have my air purifier on in my room all the time. When I'm sleeping in a room where my air is pure. I got rid of any food irritants as well. I took an allergy test and that was able to tell me what things I would eat that would irritate my gut, which would then manifest into my skin. And this is so important because there are a lot of healthy foods on there where if I was to go on TikTok and they were to tell me, oh yeah, like you should be drinking this every day on an empty stomach. I did the celery cleanse for eczema, and little did I know that was actually making my skin worse because I'm actually allergic to the pollen that celery grows from. So it's just really important to know what works for you. And although people online, even the advice that I'm telling you right now, the advice, you take it with a pinch of salt, but you do what works for you, for your skin, for your routine, just for your life. Once you get those irritants out, that means that the likelihood of it repeating and coming back is very low. So once you go through the phase of having to tackle, repair, you won't really have to repeat that cycle again. Or I'm kind of crossing my fingers that I won't have to repeat it again, but in May, we shall see. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've been able to take some type of tips and apply it to your life. And if you are struggling with hyperpigmentation, I know it's easier said than done, but please try to not stress. Stress can obviously make things worse. And at the end of the day, it's just a skin condition. We all go through skin conditions, whether you know it or not. Some people are better at hiding it. I went out with my eczema all over my neck last year and no one even really noticed because I really didn't give a rat's ass. You should go out and live your life regardless. Like, you deserve to take up space and you deserve to demand to take up space. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to our channel. We have formulation videos, we've got advice videos, we've got blogs, we've got tips, we've got tricks, we've kind of got everything. Although we are a body care brand, we are for the girls who are bold, the girls who are unapologetic, and the ones who don't really take ish. So To Our Body is more than a body care brand. We are a movement, we are a community. And I know there are so many of us out there that love body care. We love indulging ourselves. We love self-care. But we're also bold, we're also unapologetic, and we also demand to take up space and be seen. Also follow us on our Instagram page and our TikTok page, where we've got way more videos, shorter bite-sized versions of these videos. And on our website, we also have a blog where you get lifestyle advice, wellness tips, and basically everything between. So see you on the next video, and thank you so much for watching.